Well, hey everybody, how's it going today? I hope you're all doing really good. Well, I got this Alvarez finally finished. If you guys been following along on the channel, this is an Alvarez yairi dy76. It was made in 1985. This belongs to one of the viewers, actually. It's a beautiful guitar, and this is very important to him, so I really took my time with this and wanted to make sure I did a good job on it, as good as I possibly could. So it needed a neck reset, and it also needed a new bridge. And the neck reset went like 50-50, I guess I could say. I pulled the piece of fret wire out just past the body joint, put some heat probes in there, and to get in the dovetail and heat up the glue. It does have a dovetail, and that's where you want to drill if you're working on an Alvarez yairi. It's hide glue too. The problem was it had a previous heel break, so when I heated up the glue in the dovetail, it also heated up the glue in the heel break. So the top portion of the guitar neck with half the heel stuck to it came out. The rest of the heel stayed in the guitar. So I had to make a judgment call there, and rather than putting a ton of heat in on that neck block, I decided to cut that off flush, and I did the same with the remainder of the dovetail stuck to the top portion of the heel. Sawed that off and glued that back into the guitar. So basically it just looks like somebody had sawed it off. I did a bolt-on conversion, but before I did that, I actually drilled a hole. I took the heel cap off and drilled a hole all the way through the heel and put a dowel in there, then put a furniture anchor in there and did a bolt-on. So it was a lot of work, it really was. And I made a new Indian rosewood bridge by hand too for it. So it was a lot of work. It came out exceptionally well. Everything's holding together just as solid as it can be. The action is unbelievable on this guitar now. It plays just super easy, and it actually feels good to me, for a 12-string, which I don't play a lot of 12 strings, and it's usually kind of a shock when you first grab one, but this just feels like home, and it sounds really, really nice too. So without further ado, let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so bear with me, the strings are still stretching a little bit, and everything's just kind of finding its new home. And it's a little stiff. These guitars usually are after you put them through that kind of surgery, so it'll only get better as it gets played. Lots of sustain. This is a very loud guitar too. Out of tune, and I'm a lot out of practice, but it's just got a beautiful, nice, rich sound to it, and the action is just perfect. I could not be any happier with the neck reset. The neck angle is absolutely mint right now. You got a lot of saddle. There's plenty of bridge to shave down if you need to do that too. This guitar should last a long time if it's kept well in the case and everything. It's just got a super rich sound. Like Like I said, it's still a little stiff, and they sound a little stiff at first, but the more you play it, the better it'll get, you know. You got to really wail on them at first. Really fun guitar to play. I really like this. This is one of the finest 12 strings I've ever held in my hands. And I tell you the truth, no question about that. This is just an amazing guitar. It's got that nice rich sound to it, but it's also pretty, you know, I should say it cuts through. It's got a lot of cut to it. I wish there was another word, but it just sounds nice. Little out of tune. The strings are still stretching a little bit, and I'm tired of tuning it. Just kidding. It's you know, it's what it is. It's almost like a classical. You got to let them kind of stretch out a little, and I've tugged on them too, so they're still stretching a little bit, but nothing has moved at all. You know, the neck's good and solid. And like I said, it plays exceptionally well. And it's just a good feeling guitar in general. Usually a 12 string, that kind of boxy feeling, and this one isn't. It's just got a nice feel to it. It's a good thickness. A lot of dreadnoughts are kind of too thick for me. I have short arms, so I really notice this kind of stuff, but you know. Just a beautiful, beautiful sound. So we put a deer antler saddle in this too. White-tailed deer. That came not too far from the shop window, let's just say. Anyway, I do like the sound of antler. Whitetail antler has a nice sound to it. It's really dense, and it works kind of hard, but it's worth it, I think, in the end. Yeah, I mean, if I was ever going to own a 12 string, it would be this one. Honestly, this is one of the finest sounding 12 strings I've ever played, and one of the best playing. It just has a nice feel to it, and it plays really, really easy. So I really don't have much else to do to it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and I am going to tighten a few of the tuner buttons. A couple of them are a little loose. Most of them are good, but it's good to have them all kind of feel the same, so you know what to expect when you're tuning it. Anyway, great guitar. I was really honored to work on this too. So I'd like to give a shout out to Joe, the owner. Gunslinger is his handle on YouTube. Thanks for giving me a chance to fix this one up. It was a great experience, and I'm happy with the way it came out. And I'm sure you will be too when you get this thing in your hands again. Okay, folks, well, that's it for today. I do have all the work videos too on this that I will post. You know, it was all the stuff leading up to this. Now, I did post some already, but I went over the fret leveling and, you know, the knot saddle, I should say. You know, little tips on how to get that set up right. How do you know how tall to make your saddle? That kind of thing. And I demonstrate how to do it in those videos. So hopefully you guys can find some benefit from that as well. And thanks for sticking with me on this. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks for checking out my channel, and thank you to all the original folks that have been sticking with this madness. Look at that rosewood. That is just perfectly straight grain. What a beautiful guitar. Okay, folks, well, that's it. We'll see you real soon. Be good. Okey doke.